All right, guys, this is Rant Roller with one of the toughest videos I've ever done so far. This is my top 5 all-time NBA point guard list. Now, when I first started doing this list, it was sparked by me and my buddy Ed's conversation about Chris Paul's year with the Suns and Chris Paul's career, whether or not he would crack the top 5 list for all-time point guards if he wins a championship this year. All right, and that led me down a rabbit hole of research, looking at all the point guards in NBA history, because I thought my top 5 NBA list, my top 5 point guard list would be easy to do. I said, this one, that one, da da da. But as I went to compile the list, after I got past the first 2 or 3, it became very difficult, man. Those 4th and 5th spots, particularly. But without further ado, let's get into it. All right, guys. I'm going to give you my list and some reasons why. I'm going to give you some footage. You guys in the comments, give me your list. This is an open discussion. All right, I might change my list up 3 months from now, or 6 months from now, a year from now, my list might look different. But right now, this is the list I've settled on. I know a lot of you going to get on my case. Oh, you left this one out. You left that one out. Well, you put them on your list, whoever you felt I left out. All right, but without further ado, here we go. Number 5. Excuse me for the ad, folks.
Down low to Carl. Power in.
Number 5 is John Stockton.
Stockton front court left. Jazz away 19 out of 38 shots. Down low Bailey. The jump hook. Face right. Good. Bailey from Stockton. That's 8 points. Pass stolen by Stockton. Stockton down the alley. Split to the defender. Scout to the hoop.
Stockton is the all-time NBA leader in steals and assists.
Up scoring. John Stockton. 11 points. And he has 2 steals. Stockton right side front court, fake right to left. He'll bounce left side of Jeff. Open. 16-footer. Good. Jeff below from John Stockton.
I can feel the momentum switching toward the Jazz.
Stockton's got it. They'll never catch him. He'll go to Carl for the dunk.
John never won a championship, okay? But basketball is a team sport. The Utah Jazz, outside of him and Karl Malone, maybe Jeff Hornacek, Jeff Malone, a few others, Mark Eaton, they really didn't have the firepower to win an NBA championship. When they finally did make it out of the West, back-to-back years to go to the NBA Finals, they had the unfortunate luck of going up against Michael Jordan's Bulls.
The mailman hammers it in. John Stockton, very unselfish. Jazz lead by 1.
So let's get off of John Stockton. And number 4 on my list is going to be this guy, Oscar Robertson. Now, I'm not an aficionado on stars from the 60s, okay? A lot of times the footage is very grainy. Only thing I have to go by is game footage and statistics. And statistically, this guy was off the charts. He won an NBA championship with the Milwaukee Bucks alongside Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And he dominated the 60s from the point guard position, and also bringing in the era of big guards being 6'5". He also averaged a triple-double for about a 4-year stretch, a 30-point triple-double. All right, so that's Oscar Robertson. Let's go to number 3. None other than the great Steph Curry.
If you don't succeed, you know what they say. Try again. Nobody. It should have been Gobert, but you got so much space. Look where Gobert is. He's the only one that's supposed to be guarding this screen.
Now, Kevon Looney has double-digit.
Mama, there goes that man.
Walker.
Everyone's seen Steph Curry
Green
highlights. I
taps
don't
it
think
to
I have to
Curry.
get into it too much,
Warriors
right?
have missed 6 of their last 7 during this run. Curry, oh my goodness! What a finish by Stephen Curry. For Curry, brilliant.
Yeah, sometimes, B.A., you just got to let it breathe, man.
Steph Curry had a great comeback year this season, coming off of an injury to lead the league in scoring this year. I mean, his credentials are undeniable. His pedigree is undeniable. He has 3 championship rings. The only thing missing from his resume is a finals MVP. But he could have gotten that in their first championship when they gave it to Andre Iguodala. All right. Let's move this along, guys. Number 2 on my list. Okay, Isaiah Thomas. From the Detroit Pistons. Not the shorter, more light-skinned version of Isaiah Thomas that's currently playing now. A lot of grainy footage out there, folks. But just to talk a little bit about Isaiah came up in an era where Bird and Magic were dominating, and also the 76ers with Moses Malone and Dr. J. Then you had Michael Jordan's Bulls on the come up. And Isaiah Thomas beat them all. All right, to go to 3 straight finals. They won back-to-back championships, and they could have actually three-peated if it wasn't for a bad call against the finals against my Lakers, which I have to admit was a bad call, and that series could have went either way, and the Pistons actually could have won that series very easily, and then he would have had 3 rings. All right, but Isaiah Thomas, one of the meanest, clutchest, greatest leaders, greatest team leaders in sports history. And he was only 6'1". Greatest small man ever, in my opinion. All right, guys, let's keep this rolling. And we all know who number 1 is, baby. We all know who number 1 is. Irvin Magic Johnson. The greatest point guard ever. Possibly the greatest player ever. Yes, that's right. I said possibly the greatest player ever. He's my favorite player growing up, so I'm biased. I know how great Michael is and was. I know how great Larry was, Kareem, Wilt Chamberlain, Oscar Robertson, so on and so forth. But I would take Magic over damn near everybody.
Trailing Magic by a step in my post. Cooper bounced the ball into Magic Johnson. He's around McMillan. He's in deep. He throws it up and then he's
there was nothing Magic couldn't do.
Magic's got a 20-footer. Let's it go.
He even expanded his shooting range out to the 3-point line later in his career. Magic could play all 5 positions. How many other players can say that other than maybe LeBron James?
Magic down the middle, in deep, a hook of 5 on the way, good. Soft bounce, 3 bounces. Magic against Ellis. Magic backing Ellis in just a little bit. Down the middle he comes, another hook shot of 5, that's good. Boy, he's digging in here with 3:14 to play. Screen by Green, Magic's 20-footer. Where would they be without him? With it against Eddie.
And I don't have to go into Magic's accolades. We all know them. Numerous finals MVPs, 5 NBA championships, college championship. I believe he won a high school championship. Just a born winner. You know, So that's my top 5. Magic Johnson, number 1. Isaiah Thomas, number 2. Steph Curry, number 3. Oscar Robertson, number 4. And John Stockton, number 5. And this was a list that I compiled out of about 26 or 27 guys, right? Guys that I left off of this list. Jason Kidd, Gary Payton, Penny Hardaway, Tony Parker, Steve Nash, Walt Clyde Frazier, Russell Westbrook, Damian Lillard, Tim Hardaway, Kevin Johnson, Mark Price, Jerry West, Stephon Marbury, Baron Davis. Chris Paul almost made this list, man. Gilbert Arenas, Allen Iverson, Bob Cousy, even though Allen Iverson is considered a shooting guard by many. Bob Cousy, Dennis Johnson, Pete Maravich is also considered a shooting guard by many. And I have Kyrie Irving here. All right. And I believe I even have Derrick Rose on this list. All right. He did win a MVP award. So that's it, guys. I want to end the video here. Give me your top 5 all-time point guard list in the comment section. And let's get this conversation started. Rant Roller out.